Well, hello, welcome to this series of videos on teaching the beginning bassoonist. I've made this one particular preface, these comments, just for teachers, just to give you a little more information, some other facts that are not contained in the videos themselves. First off, please realize that these lessons I've put together are very stylized, idealized. They're based on an article I wrote a few years ago titled Teaching the Beginning Bassoonist. You'll see the link on your screen here, in which I tried to develop 10 model lessons that could introduce materials in a sequential way and concepts in a sequential way that would be helpful. And it's helped me to rethink the way I teach beginning bassoonists. It's also an approach that, these materials are also things I use with my college students. So it's not as if the materials are only limited to beginning bassoonists. I think all of the concepts in these particular videos are important for all bassoonists to know. So please treat each lesson as if it just gives you ideas. Of course, I don't mean literally that you only have the 10 lessons and then you're done with all this material. No. I might have a beginning bassoonist with whom I won't introduce the concepts in, for instance, lesson 3 until maybe 3 or 4 months of studying with me. You as a teacher will need to determine when is the right time and what's the right approach. Generally in earlier lessons, they're more elementary issues that you do need to address, and those probably are best addressed early on. And the later lessons, I don't know if it would necessarily be more sophisticated, but certainly a little bit more advanced in that. A few additional resources I want you to be aware of. On toread.net, I have a page set up with teaching materials that have been very helpful to me, and many of these are available online, so they're really great web accessible ideas from just some marvelous pedagogues in our field. And I want to remember Renee D. and her article. There's some really great concepts there. Janet Polk, Douglas Kellenbrink, Alan Leach, all of them have strengths and some really great ideas that I think you're going to find exciting and helpful and stimulating for your teaching. And I've really found them helpful for me as well. I have prepared some other videos. My apologies go out to you. You know, about a year or so I got Camtasia and I was really into the PowerPoint and the voiceovers and things like that, and they are dull and boring. I'm sorry. But there's some good material there. Bassoon Professor video number 11, for instance, has some ideas about articulation that are recapped in a way in this lesson number 3 in this series. But there is some information there that I think is useful that is not necessarily found either in my writings or other places. And what can I say? You must have a strong heart and mind to make it through there without falling asleep. But at least it's there. And I don't have time to redo them all. I'm just going to go on. I want you to be aware of drones. And, I think this is a great idea. I mean, we all use these sort of metronome devices with our students, but I don't find in our field that enough of us concentrate on intonation and tuning of the instrument. And these drones are a great and simple way to do that. So also on the toread.net site, I have MP3 files of just organ-like sounds over 12 pitches. Go there, download them, tell your student about that, have them put it on their iPods, on their computers, so that when they practice their scales, when they practice their arpeggios, when they practice certain passages in music, they're really listening to intonation and using their ear to adjust to sounds around them. It's great. And sometimes the simplest things in life are just the most beneficial. And I think these little simple drones are going to be very effective, and I found it really helpful to my students. It's amazingly improved their intonation and their sensitivity to listening to others. So I encourage you to do that. In addition, this idea of listening to others, as students and teachers, we don't have the luxury of an accompanist with us at every lesson, or accompanist with us when we practice. And so consequently, we play alone, and we're not really hearing how our piece, our selection, our little composition fits in with other instruments. I've prepared a series of MIDI files that are on the International Double Reed Society website. Go to the link, take a look at that. These are available for free. I found them very useful with my students, and I think you'll find them useful as well. So, these are some materials. Just enjoy them, use them to the best of your ability. I thank you so much for watching these videos. I'm excited about the possibility of sharing with you, and I wish you all the best of luck with your teaching and your students. God bless.